Yes, students, here we are going with the numerical which is based on the plate of parallel plate capacitor have an area of 90 centimeter square that we are noted here. D is equals to 2.5 millimeter. V is the electric voltage supply. The capacitor is charged by connecting to a 400 volt supply. How much energy is stored by capacitor, and will this energy stored in the electrostatic field between the plates and obtain the energy per unit volume E. Hence, arrive at a relation between U and the magnitude of electric field E between the plates. Now here we have got these parameters. Now we have to go with first calculating the energy U. U is equal to half CV square, and we know that C is equal to epsilon naught into A upon D into V square. So first we will go with the calculating C. C is equal to epsilon naught into D separately. So 8.854 into 10 raised to the power minus 12, 90 into 10 raised to the power minus 4, which will be converted into meter square, divided by D, that is 2.5, we have to convert it into meter. So here what we are getting, 8.854 into 90 divided by 2.5, and these all powers will get like this. 12, this is going to be minus 4 and it is going to be plus 3. So 16 minus and another power, it is 8.854 into 9. We are taking one power here and one power here, means 25. So it is going to be 10 raised to the power minus 16 plus 3, minus 16 plus 3, that is minus 13, and these two zeros also we have added, 1 and this, so it is going to be plus 2. Okay, 16 and plus 3 minus 13 plus 2, so it is going to have the value 8.854 into 9 into 10 raised to the power minus 11 divided by 25. Okay, so if we calculate it, we have to calculate this result. Now we will be getting capacitance, means instead of calculating we will be putting it here. U is equal to 1 upon 2, 8.854, we are getting it here. Okay, U is equals to 1 upon 2, 8.854 into 9 into 10 raised to the power minus 11 upon 25. This is the value of the capacitance. Okay, and here we are having this 400 square. So it is going to be 1 upon 2 into 8.854 into 9 divided by 25 into this 10 raised to the power minus 11, and this will have 2 plus 4 into 16. Now it is going to be cancelled with this 8. Okay, so it is 8.854 into 8 9 is 72 upon 25 into 10 raised to the power minus 7. Okay, this much of joule energy which we need to have. Now we have to calculate that energy. Here we have got the capacitance, here we have got the energy. Okay, so 8.854 into 72 upon 25 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 joule, which we have to calculate. Now here we will be having, if we will calculate it, it is going to be nearly 25.85 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 joule, that we can take 2.55 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 joule. This is the energy which we are getting. Okay, now once we have got the energy, now what we need to do, we have to calculate energy density, unit energy per unit volume, and for that we can have another relationship, that is U is equals to 2.55 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 means we will be using this unit per unit volume, dividing it by area, that is 90 into 10 raised to the power minus 4 into 2.5 into 10 raised to the power minus 2. Now if we go with this 2.55 into 10 raised to the power minus 6, this minus 4 minus 2 is going to cancel this, means 10 raised to the power minus 6 here and 90 into 2.5 is here. So it is going to be cancelled here. So 2.55, again we are having these two 10 raised to the power this again we are having 10, it will be cancelled with it. It is 125. 2.55 energy which we are getting 2.55 upon this. If we go with this 2.5 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 divided by this will give the energy density. Okay. Now here we are having this, it is going to be 225. Okay, so it is going to be 0.0113 joule per meter. This is the relationship which we are getting it here. Okay. Now next question, the next part of the question is we have to calculate this energy and energy density, the relationship between electrostatic field and energy density. Now here we have got this U is equals to U upon volume, means A into D. This is a capital U and this capital U means half CV square upon A into D. Now we know that C is equal to epsilon naught into A upon D. A is already there, D is there and V square is there. Now this A is going to be cancelled here. 1 upon 2 epsilon naught V square upon D square. Now V upon D square, it is going to be electric field. So 1 upon 2 epsilon naught electric field U. This is the relationship which we are getting here for the magnitude of electric field and U. So this way we can go with the numericals and do it. Okay. Now here we are having another question. A 4 microfarad capacitor is charged to a 200 volt supply. It is then disconnected from the supply and is connected to another uncharged 2 microfarad capacitor. How much electrostatic energy of first capacitor is lost in the form of heat and electromagnetic radiation? So first of all, what we have to do, we have to calculate initial energy of this. So Ui is equals to half CV square. Okay. Now V is given to us, that is 1 upon 2, that is 200, and the capacitance which we have, that is 4 microfarad, means 4 into 10 raised to the power minus 6. So it will be 2 and 2 to the 4, that is going to be 8. 8 into 10 raised to the power minus 6, and here we are having 10 raised to the power 2. Means 8 into 10 raised to the power minus 2 joule. This is the energy, initial energy which we are having of the capacitor. Now the charge on we will also calculate the charge on 4 microfarad capacitor. Okay. So charge on 4 microfarad capacitor, that is Q is equal to C into V. C is 4 into 10 raised to the power minus 6. And the supply which we are getting, that is 200 volt. Okay, so charge is going to be, that is going to be 4 to the 8 and 10 raised to the power minus 4 coulomb. This much amount of the charge is there. Now when we are connecting this capacitor with another capacitor, so there will be common potential. So we will calculate that common potential. Now common potential will be total charge. Now the total charge is here, that is 8 into 10 raised to the power minus 4 common potential Q is equal to CV, total capacitance, that we have to add 4 plus 2 10 raised to the power minus 6. So it is going to be 8 into 10 raised to the power 6 into 10 raised to the power minus 4 divided by 6. So it is going to be 800 upon 6 means 400 upon 3 volt. This is the common potential which we are having. So if we got this, so final energy which we are getting, that is going to be UF of CV square, means you have to add these two capacitance, that is 4 plus 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 into 400 upon 3 square. This is the final energy which we are getting here. So it is going to be 1 upon 2 into 6 and this 4 into 16 10 to the power 4 and this is of minus 6 divided by 9. So it is going to be 2 3s are and 3 3s are 9, 16 and it is going to be 10 raised to the power minus 2 upon 3. So final energy which we are getting here, that I am writing it here, 16 upon 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 2 joule. It is going to be nearly 3 5s are 15 and 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 10 raised to the power minus 2 joule. So final energy which we are getting 5.33 10 raised to the power minus 2 joule and UI which we are getting here. So the loss in energy, loss in energy will be given by this relation, that is UI, initial energy minus final energy. Initial energy, that is 8 into 10 raised to the power minus 2 and it is 5.33 into 10 raised to the power minus 2 joule. So it is going to be nearly 10 raised to the power minus 2, 767, 2.67, 10 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 joule. This is the energy which is lost and that will be lost in the form of heat and electromagnetic radiation. Okay, so this way we can go with the numericals. Now here we are having another question. Show that the force on each plate of a parallel plate capacitor has a magnitude equal to 1 upon 2 QE times. Means force on plates will be given by 1 upon 2 QE, where Q is the charge on the capacitor and E is the magnitude of the electric field between the plates. Explain the origin of the factor 1 by 2. Now suppose if we are having a capacitor, definitely it will be like this, and the distance between that we are assuming x. Okay, and the area of the plate is A. A is the area of the plate. Q is the charge on the plate. Charge on the plates. Now if charge on the plates is there, means charge density will be there. Sigma is equals to Q upon A. Now we know that electric field is also having a relationship, sigma upon epsilon naught. This relationship which we know now, if we increase its separation by a small amount, say delta x, means if we are putting it like this, delta x, this plate B is separated against a force F. F is the force, that we can say F is the force against which its separation increases by delta x. So there will be the energy and we have to work against that energy. So work done will be given by F into delta x. This is the work done by delta. Now there is an increase in the energy because now the plate has been separated by a small distance delta x. So there will be a change in the energy, and that energy density we can have. This energy, the energy density U multiplied with the increase in the volume. Increase in volume. So that increasing volume means A into delta x. So the work which we have done is this amount, and the energy which we have got, the new energy which we have got, change in the energy, that is U. So we can equate them. So what we are getting, F delta x is equals to U into A into delta x. So here what we are getting, F U into A, and we know that energy is equal to what? Energy density is equal to 1 upon 2 epsilon naught E square into A. Okay. So here what we are getting a relationship here. F is equals to 1 upon 2 epsilon naught E square A. Okay. Now we know that E is equal to what? We have just got this relation, sigma 1. So we can substitute here. So what we are getting? It is going to be 1 upon 2 epsilon naught, instead of E, what we can write? Sigma square upon epsilon naught square into A. Okay. Now if we go with this, 1 upon 2 sigma square upon epsilon naught into A, and sigma is equal to what we have got? 2. So instead of doing this, we can go in a different way, because what we want to know the relationship between E. So instead of this, we can take it like this: E into A. Okay. So 1 upon 2 E is equal to what we are having? Sigma upon epsilon naught. So sigma upon epsilon naught into E into A. Okay. So here what we are getting? 1 upon 2 sigma into A into E, because we want to know the value of Q. We need to have value of Q. Okay. So here what we are getting? 1 upon 2 Q times E, which is the force which we are getting. Okay, so 1 upon 2, the factor which is coming to us by this relation. Okay, this relation which we are getting, and the factor which is coming 1 by 2 by this way. Okay, so we can conclude here with this